I'm glad I checked because I was like, I don't see
God,
video.
I don't get why it
Sounds
does
like
that.
last
That's
time.
such a stupid thing. Because it used to
Because it
not
waits
do
for
that.
your.
Well,
Because it waits for your video.
it used to not do that. So I don't know what the hell update happened that makes it do that now.
Are you streaming with a stream key now?
No.
Oh,
Still on
interesting.
account, which I need to change.
But yeah, nice homework.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't show your student ID.
It's too late. I've already done that.
It's too late.
Too late to apologize.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have music playing. I should play music.
I don't even have a playlist set up for streaming stuff.
Damn, bad streamer.
See, the thing is, the music I like to listen to and play is all, like copyright. Wait.
Yeah.
I have a stream
Then
playlist.
yeah, I have a stream playlist. It's called
It's got nothing in it. Cool.
Stream Beats.
I made it. Oh yeah, you have stream beats.
Yeah, I just play stream beats.
Okay.
And I shuffle in Baby No Money. Because a lot of Baby No Money's music is fine.
I'll just play some of this stuff. Go.
Also, I need to edit it so it's actually, this is like, oh. Game of the day is not Valorant. Game of the day is Halo.
Wow, that's loud.
I know you are bored of mine. But alright guys, I will show you what my program is supposed to do. Hopefully you guys can read it. I'm not fixing my screen. But basically, you tell it how many players are playing. It can support infinite, theoretically. Assuming you have enough memory on your device. You type in the usernames of the people that are playing. Like, press enter to roll. Blah, 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 blah. You just press enter. It randomly rolls, which is what the assignment is supposed to be.
Wait. H just equals H in this one.
What do you mean H just equals H?
You put the 1 over x in for f of x. So you put it in, so you get whatever. 1 over x plus h, subtract 1 over x over h. The 1 over x cancels out because it's subtracting 1 over x from 1 over x. So you have 8 positive h on top.
That is no.
What do you mean no?
Alright. We're doing math lesson again.
God damn it. Hold on. I'm turning on the music because this shit's blasting my ears.
Alright,
Where's
on
my
my stream,
spotlight?
you'll see what I'm doing. But we're doing math. So we've got, if I remember the equation correctly, it is over x is equal to f of x. And
Hold on. Oh, okay, there.
that means f of x plus h is equal to 1 over x plus h. So x plus h. And we're doing slope stuff, so it's all like 1 minus x plus h minus 1 over x all over h.
You're missing the... Wait, hold on, what? Why are you adding x to the bottom of h? Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah.
That's math, brother.
Well, it's such a stupid rule. It's like, oh, you gotta add it. Whenever there's an x, you also gotta add h to it, but whatever.
It's how you find slope.
X.
And so honestly, on this one, it's easier just to multiply out the h first.
Okay, maybe I should start writing my fractions where they're 1 over the top of each other.
Yeah, because I was checking, because it sounded like you messed that up. And I was like, oopsie poopsie.
Wait, so... How does that still not just leave h, though?
It just doesn't.
What do you mean it doesn't? If you're talking about canceling out the 1 over x or any of that, it still leaves h at the top.
No. Okay, so the fractions you can't subtract and add the bottoms, the
Yeah, I know
the
that.
denominators. So then,
Multiplying it out. Or dividing it out, depending on whatever method is used in the situation.
which is multiplying the top and the bottom by something.
Yeah. Except for there's nothing
Would
to
be
multiply.
multiplying the top.
Wait, there's nothing to multiply. There's no way that's just the entire solution. Is that? I mean, technically I can write that out, but I don't think that's right. I also have the equation back up on my... I think you wrote it out. Something doesn't fit right on that though.
Well, this right here is correct. This is the equation.
Why would you... Hold on, why are you adding the x to the bottom versus just adding h... I mean, adding h to the bottom versus adding h to 1 over x? Like, not having it as in the denominator area.
Because when you're saying f of x,
Yes.
this is your variable. The x is your variable. And anything you put in the f of whatever, that is your functional variable.
Come on, can you also just screen share this in Discord? Because I'm also trying to follow this shit when...
Oh shit, how am I gonna... Actually, I can just switch to, yeah. My audio will be shit on your stream, but that is fine.
Well, I don't need the audio.
Yeah, but then I won't be able to talk to you. Oh, Mike, wait. Oh, it's a camera. Wait.
Just do an OBS virtual camera.
But my virtual camera doesn't work. Maybe it
Oh.
does. Maybe let's turn on. That is that camera. OBS virtual camera?
Nah, it loads.
Wait, can I screen share?
You should only need to screen share the the whatever, the notes. Yeah.
Yeah, but the notes are on my iPad. And you cannot read that.
That is very crunchy, my boy.
I know. And I can't just use
I see
the
what you're having
camera.
a trouble with because you're using that currently on your stream, so you can't just screen share that. Yeah, never mind.
Oh.
Because I'm like fighting like 6 seconds of delay of everything you're saying, so I'm like trying to retain what you said, but also like wait long enough to see it be applied.
Hold on. No, because then it'll be on my phone. Fuck. How am I gonna...
Technically, you could just use your phone.
Yeah, but then you'll still get phone audio.
I don't care about the audio.
Oh, well then I'll just
Yeah.
screen share on my iPad. Because I can screen share from my iPad while it's doing the other stuff.
Oh, okay, then yeah, just do that. I don't care about the audio.
But now the stream can't hear you, which is fine. That's not important. Stream doesn't need to hear you.
It's fine.
Math tutor now, guys.
There you go.
All right, so this is the thing.
Yes.
Here's the shit. So, your f of your anything, whatever the fuck is in here,
Yeah.
goes wherever. So like, okay, so that scribble, I'm gonna match it, and then this might help a lot with what it means.
Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah,
Or
okay.
This is another circumstance of 3 of squared.
Yes.
So because that is f of x equals 1 over x,
Add
where
because
this x is
is
it
what
has
you
to be the same
okay.
thing there. So
Okay, so
then
you're adding to the bottom. Okay. the denominator.
I guess a better way to think about it is I am substituting the x for x plus h. I am not
Yeah.
just adding h.
That makes
That is a
more
better way
sense.
to think about
That's much more of a way to explain it than just saying like f of x. Then it's like, oh yeah, then it randomly touches the h.
Yes, it is substituting in it.
Okay.
It is substituting the x for the x plus h.
So you have 1 over x plus h. Subtract
Yes.
from 1 over x.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of that over h.
All of that over h.
Yes.
I don't see a way you're simplifying that further.
Not with anything that you should know. There's probably a way to do it that I could muster up.
I mean, I'll
Which is
enter
like
and
a
see if it's
calculus
right. Oh wait, I can see. Oh, I can get examples and help solve on this one. Okay, so let's see what their example is. Okay, so they make it. Wait, where the fuck did they get 15? Oh, f of x equals 15 over x. Okay.
All right, I'm going back to my programming.
Okay. Subtract the numerator from a common denominator.
I'm also going to switch back to my desktop.
What the wait, what the fuck?
What?
Okay, so they say subtract in the numerator, find a common denominator. The least common denominator for this, so they're using 15 over x. The least common denominator of 15 over x plus h and 15 over x is x parentheses x plus h into parentheses. Right? Write the fractions with the least common denominator. Okay.
No, that tracks. That makes sense. Because then it'll cancel out the bottoms of both of them and just leave weird stuff on top, which is easier to handle. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so for this one, I have to multiply it by subtract in the numerator, find a common denominator. So that would also be 15x. I mean, not 15x, 1x.
Because you multiply both by the x open parenthesis x plus h close parenthesis, which is like the top of it. And then each of them will have that part that they
Well, one
are
side
the reason.
one side I multiply by whatever 1 over x, then the other side I multiply by 1 over h plus x.
I'm sharing my screen again.
Well, that's what they have kind of shown here, which is very like. It's a lot of goddamn x's on
might
the
be
screen.
Skipping stuff. They might be like skipping steps for some reason.
Yeah.
So they have this. They're like,
I do not see what you're showing.
you should.
I do not have anything in the Discord window.
That's because I didn't share my screen yet.
Exactly. Also, I should probably delete this link so no one can just like use my camera. There we go.
Just don't do it on stream. So
Well, I
you
kinda
got
have to
your
show
1
it
over
on stream.
x plus h minus 1 over x all over for h.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, multiply that entire thing by x plus h. Right?
Yes.
So yeah, so then you'd get x plus h over x plus h minus, I fucked that up,
As a
X.
wait.
x plus h over x, all of that over h. I'm gonna put a squiggly line to separate
Wait.
the thing.
What happened to the 1 though?
If you multiply by 1, what happens to the 1?
Oh yeah, true. I guess.
It just goes, it gets in a Thanos snap, bro.
Oh, so we're not changing the denominator at all.
Not yet.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
we're
Just
making
numerator.
the numerator for both of them something that can simplify on both fractions. Because if
Okay.
you look at them, now both fractions will simplify
Yeah.
to something that does not have a denominator. Which is what we need to make
Okay.
it easy to do math. So these will now simplify to So this one, this whole kit and caboodle dies. So now it's just
Mhm.
x minus this thing dies. And now it's just x plus h over h.
Okay.
And since the parentheses, you just distribute that negative through.
Yeah. So it'd just be x subtract h. But the x's cancel out, so it's just negative h over h. So
Which
it's like
equals-
it's like I said way in the beginning. It's just h versus h. I mean h over h.
You said it was h.
I
You
said
just
it
said
was
it.
h over h. So h just cancels out and equals. It's what I said.
Okay, yes, but you still no, because it's -1.
I just saw it from the beginning. I was like, oh yeah, it's like 1 because shit cancels out. But I guess yeah.
You gotta do the whole thing, bud. As much as
But
it
they
sucks, you gotta
they
do it.
don't have it where it goes down to 1.
Because they probably don't want to show you the answer. Or theirs would simplify down to 15 if that was their number that they had on top.
Well, they go 15 negative 15 over x parentheses x plus h. So they still have the 15 at the end, which would be
Yeah.
R1.
Yes.
I'm gonna click on help me solve.
No, no. Put in -1, and then they'll be right. I guarantee it.
Nope,
What?
wrong. I'm clicking on help me solve. For f of x is given. Find the expression of f of h plus x so it can be substituted into the different whatever.
I'm going back to coding, bro. Fuck that math. I'm out of that math. I'm done with it. Fuck it.
Oh shit, I wrote that wrong. Over. Right? Yeah, okay. Substitute. Hold on. Now substitute the expression of f of x plus h and f of x into a difference. Okay, so I need a new sheet of paper to like start fully scratch on this. Gonzo. New sheet of paper. Okay. This is so confusing. So we have f of x, which equals 1 over x, which we're going to substitute in for f of x, or f of x plus h. So this now becomes f of x plus h equals 1 over x. Or becomes whatever, 1 over x plus h. Which is what that equals. Now substitute the expression of f of x plus h and f of x into the different quotient, or whatever that word is. So we're doing f of x, so f of x plus h, which is 1 over x plus h, subtract from 1 over x. All over x. I mean all over h. Which equals that. To subtract the numerator from the common denominator, what is the least common denominator of the least common denominator would be didn't just hold on. This shit is so confusing. Where did I just have that piece of paper that had all that? I just had it on top, did I not? Was it on the back of this? No. Back of this? Yes, it's on this one. I've been doing nothing but math homework today. I will figure this one out.
You will?
I will.
Nice.
Okay. I'm stuck on finding a common denominator though. For the 1 over x plus h and 1 over x. Because obviously I would have to get h somewhere in the denominator. So would it be just x parentheses x plus h?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what I did on my shit, and it wasn't the right answer, but I might have messed up somewhere.
Oh, do you have my stream pulled up?
I
guess
can.
I was gonna say I could also screen share it. Which do you prefer?
I can just look at your stream.
Okay. Because you can see what the current step I'm on. Also, my audio might be hella fucked up because I don't know what my stuff sounds like. Oh, I guess I'm kind of in the way, camera-wise.
A little.
There. I don't know if that's
I mean,
right.
you could also just switch the side of the Discord and homework.
That is true. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Oh, stop it. There we go.
I like having a delayed seeing what's happening because I can hear you going, oh no, and then I'm waiting to see you go, oh no.
Yeah.
Also, guys, do you like the meme I sent him?
Yes. I don't know what the. I need to fix the camera ratio, but it's fine. But you can. I'm kind of. Actually, can I point at it? I guess you can kind of see my camera while I'm pointing at. But
Yeah, because now it's on the correct side to point at it.
yeah. To subtract the numerator from the common denominator, what is the least common denominator of 1 over x plus h and 1 over x? So you have to somehow get h into the denominator.
Yeah. And so, yeah, common denominator, you can just do x, open parenthesis, x plus h, close parenthesis.
Okay, so I'll just write that in there. So x parentheses x plus h parentheses. Yes, okay. So that's the least common denominator.
Good job.
Yeah. You know
And
how
then
many
it's
times
doing
I've
math.
Yeah, you know how many times I've seen that today?
Too many.
Yeah. Write the fraction with the least common denominator. So I have to get, yeah, I get it on that side. So I get 1 over x plus h, then subtract from 1 over x plus h. I mean, 1 multiplied by x plus h over x plus h. Or x. God damn, dude. Fucking keeping track of variables is so annoying.
Yeah.
There.
Tell me about it, bro.
All over h.
You're keeping track of variables? Bro. Programming.
Okay. Top portion. That goes. Wait, they mushed it together because it's a common denominator. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck did they do? So.
Oh, that's what they did.
Oh, it's because you had to get x on the top as well.
Oh my god.
So 1 over x plus h over x multiplied by x plus h, which you get 1x subtract
why I didn't-
1x subtract h over x multiplied by h plus x. So you get just negative h on the top. Wait, what?
Check your multiplication.
Negative h, right? Because you get 1x, multiply, and then you multiply the negative 1 into parentheses, so you get negative 1x, which cancels out the 1x. Then you get negative h, right?
Yeah?
How is that not right?
Put in normal h and see what happens.
Correct answer. What you said? You said to solve and subtract. You lie. Okay, so I skipped over the step they wanted me to do. So now it's negative h. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. Okay.
You're too smart, bro.
I just
too
skipped
smart.
I skipped the one step they wanted me to do. Multiply by the reciprocal, then divide out identical factors of h in the numerator and denominator.
Multiply by the reciprocal. What reciprocal?
Where the fuck did this come from?
That's
Why
your
is there-
bottom h.
Why is there... this h down here.
Yeah, the very bottom one.
Okay, so this is all over h again, so multiply by 1h. Wouldn't the reciprocal just be h over 1? Then that would just converse into h? Or whatever, transform into h? What's the reciprocal?
Yeah. What are you reciprocating?
I guess it's the h on the bottom that gets reciprocated?
Oh, it does technically. It does technically.
Because it would be h over 1, now it's 1
Yeah.
over h. So you
Yeah.
cross multiply that, so you would get whatever, negative 1h squared on the top.
Oh god, no, 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 no. They already did it for you. They already did it for you.
Wait, what? Okay, so simplified version would just be negative 1h over x multiplied by x plus whatever, the parentheses.
So it's just 1 over x,
Yeah.
open parenthesis, x plus h, yeah. Why? No, simplify the h's out.
Oh, to x squared. Or simplify
What?
the
No.
h's out. Oh,
Because the one on the right, on the line above, you have the one on the right, and then you have the one on the top.
one on the right and one on the top. So you have this one and this one. This
Yes,
is
and
already
those
done.
cancel out.
Yeah. Wait, this cancels out
didn't-
to this?
Yeah.
What? How? How does this cancel at the top only?
Because
If
it's like
anything,
you could simplify out the h from the top, right? So you could get the top can be divided by h, right?
Yes, but it's being multiplied right now by the reciprocal.
Yes. So the top can be divided by h. And because you have that reciprocal, the bottom can be divided by h as well. Right?
Okay, so that is now... Okay, so now it's whatever, negative 1h on the top, so we're getting rid of negative 1h, so there's nothing on the top now.
Well, it's going to be a negative one, but basically. Because the h's cancel out.
Okay. So it's negative 1 on the top and x multiplied by x on the bottom, which would just be x squared. Or does the h stay there as well?
Delete that top h and put a 1 on your answer.
Yeah. Oh shit. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. That's a lot of steps, man. That's a lot of steps.
It's just algebra.
It's just ungodly amounts of stupid, unnecessary crap.
Yep, that sounds like math. Because then when you're done, all the mental math you do, you already know how to do. And any mental math that's not mental math, you're going to be doing on a calculator. So
We're doing this, then f of x plus h equals 5 over h plus x. Or I mean x plus h, which then turns into 5 over h plus x plus h subtract 5 over x over h. The least common denominator between those is x multiplied by x plus h, which equals LCD, which then you turn into multiplying the least. Oh, fucking Christ, dude. Which gets you 5x over x multiplied x plus h, that subtract from 5 multiplied by h plus x over x plus 8, x multiplied by x plus h over h. Fuck Christ.
you're having an aneurysm over there. Jesus Christ.
Dude, the gears are turning in my head. I'm trying to remember this shit from high school.
Are they smoking too?
Yeah, dude, I'm smoking out my eardrums right now. So that turns into
I'm getting no fucking Doritos.
5x subtract 5 multiplied by x plus h over x multiplied by h plus x plus h. Then you multiply out, so you get 5x subtract 5x subtract h over x multiplied by x plus h over h, which then turns into negative 1h, or just h, over x multiplied by h plus x plus h. Fuck. Then you multiply it by the reciprocal of the h on the bottom, which is 1 over h, which then cancels out the top and leaves you with negative 1 over x plus h, or whatever. X multiplied by x plus h, or what?
Dude, I am having an aneurysm listening to you say all of that.
It's
God.
it's going in my head, but it's not coming out right. Like, I'm saying the right thing in my head, but when I try to order it out, it's not working.
Holy shit.
So if my calculations are right,
My calculations are correct. I should
This-
have 17.62.
this should be the answer,
G's of
right?
force.
No,
Sure,
it's not.
go for it.
What did I get wrong on this?
I don't know.
Hold on. What's the
Okay.
end step I'm missing?
Okay, so you know how they had their 15, right? And their 15 carried through to the very end?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how our 1 carried through to the very end? I want you to look at what the number is that should carry through to the very end on this one.
5.
Yes.
So it's negative 5 on top.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Because your 5 somehow didn't make it through all your arithmetic. And it should have.
Where did I duck it out at? Oh, because I know where I did it. It's when I multiplied into the parentheses, I didn't multiply the positive h by negative 5. That's where I missed it. It's right here.
Glad I could help.
So it's this h, then this 5. Okay. Which then turns into this. Oh god, that's not fun. I am... Oh my god, not the square root, man. I'm about to flip a table.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
So, f of
You got
x...
this.
Hold on, I need the other side of the sheet now.
I need you to mute yourself in Discord so I can focus on my programming.
No.
Please.
Oh my god, this is the dumbest crap in the world. F of x equals square root of 7x. So that would then turn into f of x plus h equals the square root of 7x plus h. Which then would turn into the square root of 7x plus h subtract the square root of 7x over h. So it would turn into... No, stop. How do I clear? Can you just like... How do you total... Or whatever. So it turns into... This. This is gonna be really bad. Plus... h subtract the square root of 7x all over h. I'm assuming, but I'm also not freshened up on this in the slightest. Oh my god, I hate this stuff. I don't know why I'm getting Windows notifications. Well, my brain wants to now get rid of the square root of things, so I want to square the top, but if I square the top, I also have to square the bottom, so I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think clicking on textbooks will lead me to the thing. Actually, I don't know if it will show anything of my information. No, apparently it just shows a picture of an old-ass car. What is this? This is not the page I need to be on. Can I get, like, the chapters? No, I don't get any help on this. Cool, I get 2 pages to work on. I need to get to where this crap is happening.
That doesn't look like math homework.
This is math homework. This is math homework. What do you mean?
What the fuck is that? Why is there cars?
This is part of the book. I'm trying
Oh
to
my
figure
God.
out the stupid square root bullshit. Because currently, it's f of x equals the square root of 7x. That's what is getting implemented. So that then, in my brain, is implementing f of x plus h equals the square root of 7x plus h.
And the x and h are both inside the square root.
Yes. They're underneath the top of the square root, whatever you want to call the bar.
That thing.
Yeah. And that...
The radical symbol.
Yeah. So then, when you put that into the equation, you get the square root of 7x plus h, subtract the square root of 7x all over h.
Mm-hmm.
My brain now wants to get rid of the square roots. But I don't feel like that's right. And they show nowhere in this book how to do the square root version of this.
I think I know how you could.
Well, my brain wants to get rid of the square root, but that means I have to square
There's
the top.
a way. No, do not square the top. Multiply the top and the bottom by the square root of x plus h times the square root of x.
Oh, what?
It has the same purpose as doing the what we did in the last one where we had the common denominator, but this time it's common multiply things.
So it's this x plus h. Wait, say it again. X plus h. Like the square root of x plus h. Like x plus h in
Times
parentheses.
Square root of x, yeah.
So parentheses x plus h. Square that. But also, so it's x, open parentheses, x plus h, close parentheses, square root.
Yeah, that's all under a square root thing. And then multiply that entire chunk by the square root of x. I believe that will help a little bit.
Write it out on the iPad. I think I have something written differently.
I'll text it. I'll
Type in Discord.
square.
You can just do caret or whatever.
Oh shit, I can. Wait, do a caret.
The
Like
caret?
part of a half?
Yeah, the shift 6.
I'll just do square, because square root, like this is Desmos formatting.
Mm-hmm. That's also how you type it into like Excel to get square roots of shit.
Yeah. That. That. Multiply the top and the bottom by that. I believe that will help. If I remember my math strategies correctly.
Wait, you're saying square root? Not square.
Correct. Square root. That's what that is. Squared. Square root. Math.
So that cancels out the... Not cancels out. I'm fucking about to hit system overload.
No, don't do it.
So you multiply one side. But would this do it where it's underneath again? So it would be whatever, 7 or square root of 7x over the square root of x plus h. Then the other one would be square root of 7x plus h over the square root of x. Or am I just shit in the bed right now?
I don't know. Let me actually do the math that I told you to do to see if it actually does.
Yeah, I was
anything.
gonna say I'm like I am shitting my head right now.
You are shitting in your head right now. Also, you can see it on my stream if you pull it up. Okay, that.
That's my stream.
So it'll be x plus h square root of x plus x square root of x plus h. Oh no, that's a negative. I messed that up a little, but that. Okay, I don't think it helps.
I don't think that helps any further. Yeah. Because you saw the original problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I have your stream up.
What did I get wrong on 32?
Yeah, do that one. Do an easy one.
Easy, if you remember, and you're not
No, you remember, bro.
rusty. You know, this kind of makes me regret, like testing out a pre-algebra because, like cockiness, like, oh, I don't need to take this class. Then, like totally skipping the mental refresher of pre-algebra just to go right into college algebra. Probably a really
Yeah.
dumbass idea.
Yeah. I've been lucky enough that I've had math every term, so I wasn't completely screwed.
Yeah.
And I also had people who knew what they were doing. I'd be like, hey, how do you do it? And they're like, you do like this. They're like, cool. Thank you for the refresher. I think I'll be okay.
You're my person for that. You're my refresher.
Yeah, except that's old stuff. Calculus? I got you. Deriving and integrating? I got you. Algebra? No, thank you. I will pass on that.
Oh. I'm taking the cripple. I'm taking the crutch. Okay, so I am thinking this correctly. So I was thinking it correctly. It would be x plus h in the square root. Okay. Then you would also do it for the 9, so it would be negative 9x plus h. Then you do plus 6 outside of it. Okay. I'm halfway there. I can't remember the rest of this. I've gotten here. I'm here. I forgot to take my square root down. Okay. Okay. Let's fucking go. I got it. I did have a little crutch halfway through, but I got a decent amount of the way on myself. Okay, what did I get wrong in this one? Oh, this one was stupid because you couldn't read the graph right. Did I seriously get everything right on this one except for the last problem? What the fuck? Straight skipping that one. Dude, I go through so much scratch paper when I'm doing math.
I'm telling you, bro, iPad, it's clutch because you can save all of your notes. Like all the work you do, save it. And you can look at it on your phone.
Piecewise function graphs have 2 lines, right?
Piecewise just means it is multiple equations, but you're not using all of each equation. You can have as many pieces in a piecewise as you want. It's
I know,
just
but
saying
I'm talking about when you graph.
no, it could be any amount. But they just tell you the range that you'd only graph for that equation.
0 is less than, whatever, x is greater than 0. Or whatever, less than or equal to 0. Fuck, I'm saying this wrong.
Yeah, you are.
X is greater or equal to 0.
Yeah.
Or is
Basically.
less than or equal to 350.
Well, x is yes. Quicker way to read it. 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 350. Is x is between and can be 0 and 350. That makes it
Okay.
very obvious which graph it is.
The only one that touches 0, 0?
Oh my god, no.
What?
No.
X is, okay, X can be 0, not Y.
Yes.
D.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I was gonna throw up. I was
There,
like,
I passed it.
"Aw." You said that, and I'm like, you missed the point. I love your enthusiasm, but you missed the point. The exact point was the entire first chunk of the graph is going to be just a line, a horizontal line. Because you're saying it's just a value. Oh,
Just love adding a little tension.
oh, you sure you do?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't got enough making my goddamn program because I just realized a strike adds up the next 2 rolls, not the next 2 frames. And a spare is the next roll, which doesn't break my program at all. But that's not what I thought it was. And so I have to like redo shit and add stuff. And my program, this one function already is about to be too long. It's already too long. But that's fine. I'm deleting everything above this. Later. I do this all for you.
There we go. Wait, no, yeah, it needs to be the other way. Either that or that. God damn it. Determine whether the following statement makes sense or does not make sense and explain your reasoning. I graphed f of x equals piecewise 6 if x does not equal 1, 7 if x equals 1. And one piece of my graph is a single point. If the statement makes sense because both pieces of the function represent the graph of single points, the first piece of the function represents the graph of a single point with ordered pair blank, and the second piece of the function represents the graph of the single point with the ordered pair blank. The statement does not make sense. The first piece of the function represents the graph of a horizontal line at f of x equals blank, and the second piece of the function represents the graph of a horizontal line at f of x equals blank. Therefore, neither piece of the graph is a single point. The statement makes sense. The first piece of the function represents the graph of a horizontal line at f of x equals blank with a hole at x blank. The second piece of the function represents the graph of a single point with coordinates. Therefore, one piece of the graph is a single point. I have a feeling it's A, but at the same time, I do not think that's right. I really should have touched up before I took this class. They're both single points because they have no slope, though. So I think it's this. And it would just be the order pair. It should just be. I don't know if I'm supposed to write this in whatever it's called. Go away, sticky keys. I don't think this is gonna be right. I don't know. It seems so harsh what this says right here. No, you incorrectly ignored the domain for each piece of the function and graphed each equation as if its domain was negative infinity. It seems so harsh the way they say that. It's an ordered pair, so there's two. Okay, I'm stupid. I need help with this one.
Cool. Why do you have to input the values? That's so dumb. If x is not 1,
It
if x
six.
is 1. Okay, 1. And one piece of my graph is a single point. What does that mean?
Like it's. I think it starts at a single point.
Oh, I know it's okay. Okay. So you've looked at like line graphs with a hole in it, right?
Mhm.
That's what this is. This has a hole in it.
Yeah, I know it's this. Like it starts at 6 or it starts at 7. Like in between 6 and 7, there's a space.
No.
What do you mean?
No. You're focusing on the wrong thing in the wrong axis. You're doing the wrong axis things. Okay. So if x is not equal to 1, so if x is 0, x is 2, x is 3,
Yeah, anything
all the
but
things
one.
between, then y equals 6. So you basically have a y equals 6 line.
Okay.
You follow?
Yeah, so just flatline.
Yes. Flat line. Dead. Except when x is 1. Then you have a hole there because on the previous one it was if x is not equal 1.
So one's a flat
So-
line, one's a slope.
No. Not quite. But you have a flat line with a hole in it because it's the first one is every space except for when it's 1. And then now on the second equation, it's saying when x is 1, it's 7 for y.
Okay.
So you have the line of 6, y equals 6, with a hole at x equals 1.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that hole is equal to 7. So you just have a dot above the line, basically,
Okay.
for
yeah.
x equals 1, which is 7.
Okay. So
So
hold on,
this-
hold on. Let me MS Paint. Hold on. How do you
Yeah,
clear
MS
something?
Paint this shit.
How do you clear shit in MS Paint? How do you like full?
I got no clue. I got
Okay,
no
here's
clue,
like-
bro.
Okay, whatever. So this is the 6. You got a space. I know I don't have any lines or numbers or anything, but you have the space there. This is
Yeah.
what 7 is.
Yeah, put a hole there. Put a hole there right now. Put a hole there.
There's a
circle.
hole there. Or
Put a circle. I want you to notate it properly so you know, just to make sure you're like in.
it's open, fill.
No.
No fill?
There is no gap between those holes you put at the bottom. Because that is a singular point. That is not a range. It is a singular point that is not on that line. So you would notate it differently. It's a line. Like that bottom line is a full line. Solid.
Like that.
Yes,
So the brackets. Brackets. Not parentheses, brackets. Like if you were to put it in whatever that stupid form is called. Like when you're doing a number line kind of thing.
No, these would be parentheses. Well,
These
no, we'll
would?
go back to the whole thing. Go back to the whole thing.
I can't go back to the whole thing. Whole.
Yeah. Delete those 2 lines. One whole line. Just go. Don't put a gap.
Nice and straight. Just
Yes, that's a little bit of slope, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now put your hole in there. Just make a circle. Just a circle. Because that is all that
Oh,
notates.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That is all that notates. That there is a gap at exactly that spot where
Okay.
there is no value.
Okay.
And above that, you would put a filled dot. Because that is the x equals 1, where it is 7 instead of 6.
Okay, so this is when x equals 1.
Yes.
Okay. So the ordered pair would be whatever, it would be the parentheses 1 and 7? Because that would be the coordinate of it, or no? Because I'm assuming they're asking for a coordinate pair, or a coordinate pair when they're asking for an ordered pair.
That sounds about right.
I don't think A is the right one because it's asking for a single point for both of them. But there's only one that has a single point. So
What is the last one? The last question. I can't see it because I have my fucking Discord on it, and I thought it was your Discord.
the statement makes sense. The first piece of the function represents the graph of a horizontal line at f of x equals blank, with a hole at blank. The second piece of the function represents the graph at a single point with coordinates blank. Therefore, one piece of the graph is a single point. So yes, it is that one.
Yo, that sounds like exactly what I just had you draw.
So when at the hole of 1, when x equals 1, but the f of x would just be 6. Wait, how would you do it where it doesn't include the 1?
A 6, because that's the whole point of
It's
that
just
second
6?
part where it says a hole at x equals 1.
Okay.
Because that is essentially what that first equation is, where it's 6 if x is not equal to 1.
With coordinates of 1 or parentheses 1 comma 7. I need to fix the other parentheses. That. Correct answer. Let's fucking
Yes.
go.
Math!
I still don't know
Let's
the
fucking
fucking,
go!
I still don't know the 7 square root bullshit.
That sounds like a Googleable.
No, it sounds like I just skip it because I have 94% on the assignment.
That's a good point, actually. You make a good point.
Then this is the only other one I got wrong.
You should do it. Since I'm not done with my program. Oh, what about the other one you got wrong? There's another one at the top you got wrong.
Oh yeah, this one where you can't read the graph. Or at least when I was doing it, I was hella. Oh, I'm still hella tired, but
I
I know-
believe in you.
I know A is the answer, but I don't. Oh, I guess it could do help me solve. What? No. Oh, it's because I haven't flipped. Oh, I was just doing maximum. Crap. Okay, that's on me. Hold on. So I've done all of them except for the freaking stupid square root 7x.
I am struggling because I didn't know that a strike was your next 2 rolls and that a spare was your next 1 roll, not next 2 frames and 1 frame respectively. So I'm rewriting a chunk of my stuff, but I'm almost done. I'm close.
It's okay. It's only, is it due by 11:59?
Oh, you bet your ass it is.
You got a good chunk of time.
I got time. Are you gonna keep doing your math, or are you gonna give up?
Well, I'm probably just gonna give out on this one problem because I have a 97.15 or 15.
Oh yeah, you have physics homework.
Yeah. Which I... It's been a while since I've taken physics, man.
Is it physics with or without calculus?
Without. It's algebra physics.
Oh no.
That's the hardest part right now for me, is I have to force myself to remember all of algebra because of 2 classes.
Bro.
It's...
First of all,
it's hell.
physics without calculus is ass.
Yes.
Because everything is so much easier with calculus.
Yes.
Because it's like, oh my god, the slope, derive it. Oh my god, other things, integrate it or derive it again. But no, you gotta do algebra shit onto it.
Yeah, it's not fun. I will say it is not fun.
I mean, it's equally not fun, but less complex to do it with calculus. Like, it makes more
'cause
sense.
With calculus, you're like, there's a bunch of workarounds for this. I don't have to do all the integrated, like, in-depth shit.
Yeah.
Could I probably just do the class with calculus and get over it?
Yeah.
Probably. Until I have to show my work on things.
Yeah, then you're screwed.
But the also funny thing is, I don't remember much calculus.
Oh.
That's the shitty thing. Because the main way I learned calculus was through you in high school. Because
Yeah.
whenever you'd bring it, like, we'd talk about your homework either during a call or we'd do it during robotics or something, yeah. That's when
And
I
I'd be
learned
like, oh, look at this shit.
Yeah.
Or like for physics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I learned it mainly through you. I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, but I didn't like full go in depth of it. I was like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
So... Jesus Christ.
Guess what?
What? It worked.
I put a fan in front of our internet router
Mm-hmm.
to make sure it wouldn't overheat. Because I assume that's why our internet will just have issues.
Yeah.
So I haven't had issues yet.
Hmm.
Granted, it's not time for me to have issues. I usually have issues at like 10:30. But still, if it works tonight, bro, I will be leaving that fan there for the rest of the time I live here.
Or you just get a new router.
No, it's the Comcast one. We have to use it. And if we get another Comcast one, it's gonna do the same thing. It's probably because I'm shoving so much data through it for so long, it just overheats. And having a fan on front of it. Okay, so you haven't seen it, but like the bottom has no airflow.
Mhm.
It is those tiny rubber feet and like a strip that goes around there. It's like a hex pattern that air will kind of pass through. There is no airflow on it.
Hmm.
So I'm not surprised it's always hot. And the little internet splitter we have shouldn't be getting hot either. I mean, it's just a network switch.
Bro, I'm turning rusty gears in from high school brain. High school me could have been like, oh yeah, this is like simple shit. Now I'm like, I feel like totally like Neanderthal.
You fell off. L plus
Yeah.
ratio.
I did fall off in my freaking mathematical skills and just normal basic calculations. Apparently, I just can't do that shit anymore. Like, this should be super easy. Average acceleration and final velocity is what I'm calculating. A car starts from stop and travels 450 meters in 28 seconds. What is the car's average velocity? What is the car's final velocity? I mean, average acceleration. What's the car's final velocity? Obviously, I have to figure out whatever acceleration to get velocity, or figure out velocity to get acceleration.
Oh my god, the last frame is just added up.
Oh wait, no, I don't care about distance though.
Mute myself.
Delta velocity multiplied by delta time equals acceleration. I literally don't remember how to do this shit. Oh wait, when did I have to turn in the shit? When did I have to turn that in? Okay, on the 11th. Tell me what the program do.
You're watching me. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can unmute, but right now it's not adding properly.
Adding what part of it? The strikes, the
Okay, so
spares. What?
the strikes and spares, like representing those, looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
But printing out the scores for each frame is not. It's not mathing properly. I don't know what the fuck I messed up.
Mathing
But it's
like
something.
it's doing too much, too little. What?
Too little.
Like it's leaving out scores, or leaving out points, or whatever.
It's has a -1 added to it, and it also didn't add one of the 10s. I don't know why. I think I just messed up, which is totally believable. I guess I will go through it, but it'll be delayed for you. So good luck. Actually, I can mute myself. Turn on my audio. I'll pause my. Do you have music playing?
I mean, yeah, but I can pause it.
Okay, if you pause your music, I'll mute myself, and you can just hear me through stream, and then talk to me.
Okay. So you're having a problem with adding the 10 in. You can unmute.
No, it is not the 10 I'm having issues with. And I think I just figured out what I was messing up. But so this statement right here, this second one, you'll see me highlight it on screen in a second.
Okay.
That one checks if so if I roll a strike, it checks if this next one has a value in it at all, which like not the default, I haven't rolled a value. And you know what I do? I set that value to 0 if I roll a strike to make like the mathing proper.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because you don't get anything for a strike.
Yes. Yeah. Well, for a strike, you get the 10, and then the second roll of that frame is just a 0.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's a 0, and then yeah, because if that one's a 0, then that means I get into this next line, which I shouldn't.
So what's the I referencing right now?
The I is my frame,
Okay.
but start indexing at 0. So frame 0 is technically the first frame.
Mm-hmm.
Frame 1 is the second frame. Frame 9 is the 10th last frame. Because that's just how I indexed it, because it made it easier. Well, also you index from 0 in coding. Unless using MATLAB, which is different. But, oh my god, not now, Ellie.
Are you talking about my math labs?
Well, yeah, well, MATLAB, like the program.
Wait, who's Ellie?
Ex-girlfriend. We're
Okay,
still
yeah.
friends. But I'm hitting this statement when I shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Which is bad. But I am now, this part is now right, because this one before I wasn't adding the right value. Like I flipped which one I was supposed to add. So said I would add 0 instead of the 10, or the 10 instead of 0. Like it was flipped. But this one needs to be less than or equal to, no. It's a really like specific case that I need to make sure I account for.
So, but you know what's happening though, like what's not
Yes.
working,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
is something isn't adding in, right? Or no?
I'm adding up before I'm supposed to. Like I don't have the right. Okay,
You're
so
not
for a
getting
strike,
the data to add it up.
yes, because for a strike you wait for the next 2 rolls. I'm basically saying, oh, I threw a strike and I did 1 bull, and I'm like, oh, I technically am counting the roll that's a 0 after my strike, like the one that just gets automatically 0. I'm unintentionally counting that as one of the 2 rolls after my strike that I'm supposed to count, and I should not be. That
So
0
you're
does not count.
getting extra data on it.
Yes, I'm calculating this before I actually have the next bull I need.
So what holds that extra data point? Like what part in the line is like holding that calculation?
It's like logic. So basically, I'll just explain each chunk. This chunk is basically saying, does this roll have a value in it?
Mm-hmm.
And this one does the same thing, but it's the one after it. So like the first one that I highlighted is for the next frame's first roll.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is the next frame's second roll.
Why don't you? What happens if you flip those?
I don't know. But I shouldn't. Because
This
if
is when you duplicate everything and put it in a totally different thing, then test it.
no. I just gotta think about it. I gotta think about what I need to change. Because I just need to check for something else to make sure that I can't get to where which is where I'm not supposed to be. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I need to check more things to make sure I'm actually able to do what I need to do next. Fits. Maybe I just add another little piece in here. That might be what I need to do, which is so ugly, but if it works, it works. And oh, your webcam died.
It's because I swiped down my notification. I was trying to look where my phone's at. I was like, where did I put my phone? Then I remember I'm using it as a camera. Like,
I think I can do this and basically say so either the one after my strike is filled. Okay, you went to your own cam. Okay.
yeah. Let me see if I could do. Can I do this?
You can do that. You're covering code, but if you put yourself on the right side.
No, I'm trying to see if I can tilt my camera down. I don't know what this fucking looks like. I can't see anything. Also, this is about to get hella streamception. I mean, I guess that kind of works. I kind of wish it was down more. Hold on. I don't think it can go down more.
Oh, did you pause my stream? Okay, you paused my stream.
No,
I'm trying to figure out why I froze.
It's a freeze frame on mine.
Oh,
guess
okay.
Technically that works. I don't know when the monitor starts coming into view. Also, now there's Christmas music playing. Sure.
So that one is done.
Or this sounds like Christmas music, I should say. Also, I need to get rid of the. Oh, this is so much better of a view than the camera. I need to get rid of
Your mouse going trail mode.
Yeah, there.
All right, I think I fixed it.
Hit that compile button. You'll figure out very soon.
I want to think about it first. So either the one after is set and the one after is not set, or the one after is a 0 and the one after is set. Those are the only two cases that it'll allow. Time to hit the compile button. What command? Alright. How many players are playing? 2. Panini. Jammo.
Oh,
What the
I'm a-
fuck?
I'm gonna win this shit.
Oh, I didn't save. I didn't fucking save. I didn't save. That's why. This doesn't count. This doesn't happen. It didn't happen.
Aw.
Compile again. There we go. 2 players. This time I'm player 1, you're player 2. Why is it doing that? What the fuck?
It's just doing equal values now.
It's going to. Because I'm essentially giving us strikes. At any point we can possibly get a strike. Just for testing these things. I also somehow got a negative
you're-
1.
You're purposefully getting all strikes right now.
Oh,
Okay.
what
Yeah,
the fuck did I do?
Negative 1 doesn't make any sense.
You're telling me.
That's pretty
no. Except it's wrong, but
It is wrong because it's not doing. Because you said it only adds 10 when it's a strike. Then nothing
a
else.
strike is a strike. A strike in a frame basically does. The frame is worth 10 plus your next 2 rolls, and it's not doing that. Hold on, let me run it again. 2 people. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Okay, it is for some reason still calculating on that, which it should not be. Milkshake, no fries.
Wait, is this just a crotch cam now of me? Hold on.
Dude, crotch cam! But the
Yeah.
mic's covering your crotch.
I guess, yeah. Also the trail. Also, I need to fix this.
Oh, you know what you could do?
Jesus Christ.
You could get like a hot shoe mount or a cold shoe mount for your mic.
Oh
And then
my
you just
God,
have
this
2
is-
mounting points.
I'm just
They're
trying.
going bananas.
I'm just trying to move it up. Okay, never mind. You know what? Let's stop that. It's just like right in the middle of my like chest. It's not supposed to be
You
there.
fucked it up.
Hold on. Settings. Snap. General snap. Snap to sensitivity to be like 1. Hold on. Let's just do full streamception of this. Boom. There we go. Right at the top. Oh, like fucking DS era. Jesus Christ. I need to get like a currently playing widget.
Me too.
I say, I guess if I want to look at my stream, I should look at it through like YouTube.
Yeah.
Streamception. Okay. Oh, I should probably throw this piece of mail out of my camera view in case someone starts enhancing the video and be like, I want to see his address.
Computer enhance.
Enhance. Even though by the time that technology is out, I'm probably not going to be living here anymore. Nor alive.
Maybe not living there, but maybe while you're alive. I wouldn't be surprised.
Just ungodly AI upscaling.
I mean, I guess if there's absolutely no detail, then it's pretty much impossible. But
When there's a will, there's a way.
I mean, they were able to grab audio from a plant through a window of what was happening in the room because the micro changes in the movement of the leaf was enough vibration for them to calculate what the sound was, like the sound waves.
Exactly. So that means if they have a single pixel worth of an address, boom, you're dot. You're dot.
You're dot, bro. You're dot.
You're dot.
You are dotted.
I've used like 20 pieces of paper for Scratch today.
What am I calling? Score calc. It's after bowl. What the fuck? Respectfully.
Yeah, why am I just hearing solid Christmas music? Can we not do Christmas music right now? No more cookies and milk. Screw your cookies and milk.
No, not my cookies and milk. I hate you. You've been unmodded, fuck you.
I've not been unmodded. Exactly.
Try it again.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh! How dare you?
There, now you're back. I reinstated your modness. Oh, when did they add that? You could just add people as mod?
What do you mean?
In chat? Or was that always there?
Type in mine. What is it like?
Oh, I got it.
/mod? I don't know. It's not cool like Twitch used to do where you could just like pop and boo. You just click on them? Wait, what do you do?
If you hit the triple dot when you hover over their message.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh! Oh, it's only from the studio dashboard.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I can't do that here.
I see you do that.
I know, I'm moving off. Leak my stream key.
Why the fuck is it doing this? It shouldn't be. Did I save? And recompile? Am I not, like, what the fuck? It should totally not be doing that.
Apparently I have 100 hours of watch time now, officially.
What the fuck? Of something we were.
Error, you need to change your current video resolution. Why? The current resolution 2560 by 1440, which is not supported for this configuration. Expected video resolution. Wait, so you have to like crumb it down to that? I thought 14.
No, you need to tell it that you're at a different resolution. Oh, because you're not doing the way you're doing it, it's forcing you. Oh, it's not forcing you down? Interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, it's going to be mad. You are streaming in 1440p, but it's going to be mad about it.
How do I change that?
You can't. You can, but you need to use a stream key, not signing in through your YouTube on OBS. That's the only way to fix it.
Do stop streaming, edit it, then boom back in? Or does that go just fuck everything up?
It might fuck everything up.
Okay, I'll just leave. I'll leave it. I'll do it after.
Baby, boom, boom, boom. Now and forever, I'm gone. Gone.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna steal other people's content.
No.
Even though technically I've been stealing yours this entire time.
And you're just like a faceless creator now.
So yeah.
Boom, we're gonna watch the dude that's making a Simpsons hit and run remake.
Welcome back to Springfield. We're going to be remaking The Simpsons Hit and Run. This is episode number 6. You're looking at the brand new Krusty Burger locations. We've remodeled Krusty Burger from scratch. We've remodeled the Springfield Gasolines from scratch. These are retextured, remodeled, super time consuming. A lot of work goes into this. The Wiggum's house has been remade from scratch. I think it looks really, really good. And just fits with the Simpsons theme. The art style has really been locked in now. We have the brand new Burns house. Because there's only one Burns house in the entire map and one Wiggum's house, these are very time consuming. But the rest of these houses, there's actually only about 5 types of house and they're just copied and pasted. So we've replaced basically every single house in these starter levels, and Corylon is not skimped on attention to detail. But in this episode, we're going to get ambitious. We have a new goal in this episode. So welcome to episode number 6, guys. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode number 5, I think this one is. What episode are we on now? Let me check. It might not be 5. Oh, we're up to episode 6. Holy... Hello, welcome back to episode number 6, guys. In this one, we're going to start moving on to making some of the missions in the game. We've got all this lovely new art in the game. So it totally makes sense to make some missions now, and hopefully when we make the missions, it's really gonna like hit home, like this is the remake. It's gonna really feel like the original game, but just brought forward into the future. So I'm gonna try and do the first 4 missions. Well, I'm gonna do the tutorial and then the first 3 missions. I think if we can do that, it stands to reason we could remake every mission and then basically finish the game. Because I think there's only 40 missions, and a lot of them are basically just like copy-pastes of each other. So, without further ado, let's start on the tutorial mission. Right after I talk about today's sponsor, Paraforce. If you're a game developer, you're probably already familiar with Paraforce. I've used them for Paraforce. For example, if you're damned by Cleo, and tutorial mission is going to be really nice because it'll be a good sort of practice mission. The start of the mission, you have to have a dialogue with Marge, and we already made that dialogue in the last video. So basically, yeah, you just get into your vehicle, and you go and get some ice cream and cola from the Quickie Mart. So I don't think this one will be very difficult. Let's give it a go. Alright, so we're going to use my narrative quest and dialogue tool. The link will be in the description if you want to check it out. It's a really good tool. So the first thing you do with my tool is you design your quest's layout. And then the next thing you have to do is script your quest. What do I mean when I say script? Well, for example, there's an invisible sphere around the Quickie Mart that you can see here. When the player walks into that sphere, it tells narrative, hey, you've arrived at the Quickie Mart, and it can update the quest. Or when you talk to Apu, it spawns in this pickup, which is again just an invisible sphere, and when you walk into it, it tells narrative, hey, the player took the cola and ice cream, and narrative looks at the design you made and went, oh, the player needs to take the cola and ice cream. Look, their quest is complete now. You design the quest, and then you script it. And so here is our very first mission in the remake.
Homie, somebody ate every dessert in the house. I need you to run to the store and pick up some of that ice cream with the miniature pies in it.
Well, must have been one of our kids. Probably Millhouse. Hey, I found my lost nachos. Hey, Apu, give me a cola and I need another bucket of ice cream with mini pies.
What happened to the ice cream with mini pies your wife bought this morning?
Well, I probably ate it. I don't remember stuff too good.
Congratulations on the mission. Go back home and talk to Mom to start the next mission.
And so that was the tutorial mission, and I think it came out pretty damn good. So let's move on to the actual first mission, which is called SMRT. So mission 1, you have a dialogue with Marge. That's going to be really easy. We can use my narrative tool to make the dialogue. And then you have to take a pickup. We've already made pickups, so that's easy. And then the hard part, we have to make a racing system. So when I drive, we have a race against Skinner. And I made a traffic system, but racing is a lot different. The racing vehicle has to avoid other vehicles. It has to drive more erratically. There's actually a lot more that goes into it. So that's going to be really hard, but once we've made it, we can reuse that system later on. So it'll be worth the time. And then we have a dialogue with Lisa, and that's mission 1. So the hard part's going to be racing. Alright, so there's actually a lot of stuff that we have to do before we can make this SMRT quest. So the first thing is the quest design. I've used the narrative quest designer to design the quest. We also have Lisa's dialogue with Homer, Marge's dialogue with Homer. We have ripped Skinner from the game and remodeled him in HD. We have remade Lisa's science project in full HD, super crispy. This probably took like 2 hours to make, so shout out to Sam for remaking this asset. And then we have also ripped Skinner's car from the original game files, and we can always remake the art for this later on, but for now it looks pretty crappy, but that's alright. This little target point here is actually where Skinner's car spawns in, and we just have a list of roads that Skinner will follow. And if you follow all of the roads in this list, it actually takes you to the elementary school. So I tried to use as much of the existing traffic system that I made and just modify it a little bit. And because it uses this pre-made path of roads, there's no like path finding or any crazy difficult stuff. I always try to keep stuff as simple as possible, if I can. Alright, so I've coded the quest and we're gonna go ahead and start it. So we have to take Lisa's science project and then get in our car. Now the part we're testing is Skinner. He is supposed to drive to the school, so that's what we're testing. Skinner has successfully made it to Springfield Elementary. Obviously, this is not a very challenging race, but since he made it there... Oh god, what are you doing? Alright, we can fix that. Whatever, he made it to Springfield Elementary, alright. Skinner successfully reaches the school, which is great, but he needs to go faster so he's actually challenging to race against. Step 1 for him to go faster is getting him to stop being stuck behind traffic and actually avoid them. Alright, so getting Skinner to avoid oncoming obstacles is actually going to be pretty hard. So we've got traffic that brake when there's an obstacle in the way, but we don't just want Skinner to brake, we want him to go around the obstacle. So this is actually going to be pretty tricky. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do that. So I think we're just going to make it, if something's in your way, steer until something isn't in your way, and then go back to what you were doing. Hopefully that works. We're going to give it a go anyway.
Oh, it does? I think a hole doesn't.
Now we're back.
Mm-hmm. You fixed it?
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. I have kilobit.
You do have bits that are killing it.
Yes.
Drop it off on the way to work.
Oh shit, what was I editing? Where's my cursor? What was I doing? I was tabbing things over.
Definitely a lot happier with Skinner's driving now, although there's definitely still room to make him go even faster because he's still not really that challenging.
Okay.
I remember when I was like 8 and I discovered you could jump off this fire truck for the first time and just thinking I was an absolute genius.
It's 20 lines.
You're gonna see Skinner actually jumps off the parking lot here, and he does this in the original quest too, so I made him do it in the remake, of course.
Angry. Oh, it's longer than 20 lines.
Also, I know this sucks, but I don't have the interior of the school modeled yet, so you have to go around the back. Obviously, we'll fix that when we have the interior of the school modeled.
I got hungry, and it was a fig.
It was modeling clay.
Oh.
By the way, Dad, Mom called. She says she needs to talk to you at home before you go to work.
Okay, now we're making mission number 2. Before I start on mission 2, I just wanted to show you guys, in the original game, if you find a collector's card, it says 1 out of 7 because there was 7 cards in the original game. But because this is an open world remake with all the levels in one, there's actually 49 cards. So if you take a card in the remake, it says 1 out of 49. So yeah, pretty cool. Just thought I'd show you guys. Oh, it's Homer's little control room. I've never been in here. I didn't even realize this got added. Wow. Get up here. Hey, parchment. Spine Melter 2000. This was a cool level. Like, I would love for Corylon to remaster this area as well. It would look so good when it's done.
Your bitrate
You guys
is
see
dog
the
shit.
potential here? I do not know how I forgot to mention this. I have made the
1600.
phone.
Oh my god, it autoed me to 144p.
I was gonna say, what
No
the
wonder
hell
it
are you
looks like
talking-
dog shit. There we go, that looks
What
fine.
are you talking about, my boy?
Booths. I totally
Yeah, like
forgot
my
to
channel, it
record
looks great.
this. But I made this earlier in the week.
With a 2:1 aspect
Check it
ratio.
out. And it's upgraded in some ways. It obviously
Optimized
still
for
needs a bit more
mobile.
work, but it's actually got a 3D preview of the car that you're getting. Let's get the rocket car. I thought I would just show you too how putting new art in the game works. So Corylon actually just sent over a new piece of road, and I can basically just drop it right in. The only work I really have to do is putting the new materials on her art and then deleting the old road that would otherwise get in the way. So here is the new sidewalks. There's a lot of old grass and things that we have to delete before we can drop this in, and we have to put the new materials on. Looking pretty nice, looking pretty decent, and she's gonna have the apartments done pretty soon, so that'll be good. Brand new Lard Lad Donuts sign, by the way. It makes me feel like upscaling this was a complete waste of time now, but man, that does look really nice. Mission 2 is Petty Theft Homer, which is a play on Grand Theft Auto. Basically, Homer has stolen a bunch of Ned's stuff, and you have to go and find it. And we've already coded the concept of pickups, and this is basically just finding a bunch of pickups. The only thing that we're going to have to code in is the timer. You can see that there's a timer, and finding the items adds to the timer. Also, you have to talk to Barney because he has Ned's cooler and rods and halos on top of the duff truck for some reason. So anyways, yeah, you take all the stuff back to Ned, and that's the mission. So I think this one should actually be pretty easy. Alright, so we have made the quest design for Petty Theft Homer, and we've already made the pickups. And I also added in a quest timer, so I made this narrative event, and at any point in the quest, if you want, you can begin a quest timer. So I could change this to be 120 seconds, whatever I want it to be. By default, it is 40 seconds. When you get into your vehicle, it starts that timer. And then when you come back to Ned with the items, it actually ends the timer. So narrative is pretty easy to customize. Coding the timer was really simple. I just added it to my quest class, and then there's also a bit of UI that comes up on the screen saying how much time you have left as well. And a big shout out to Sam, who has remade all of Ned's stolen items in higher resolution. And again, like, the work that goes into this is just awesome. So yeah, these pickups are now nice and crispy as well.
Homer, go talk to Ned Flanders. He seems miffed and PO'd.
Why me? I'm the world's greatest neighbor. I even have a mug to that effect.
We also ripped Flanders from the game and upscaled him in HD and all that good stuff, and we also fixed this glitch with his mouth that was in the original game.
I'm all in a dither, Homer. So many of my possessions have disappeared. I called the police to find the culprit.
Culprit, eh?
My lawnmower, my cooler, my lawn chair, a family portrait, even Rod's inhaler. What kind of sick individual would take this stuff?
Oh no, I borrowed all of Flanders' stuff. Quick, think of an excuse to get out of here. Excuse me, I think I have to go shuck some corn.
We're also using the animations out of the original game. I think some of them are still really good, but the dialogue animations are pretty bad, so I'd like to have someone actually remake those at some point. Because narrative is super easy to customize, I was able to add a bunch of features like getting Homer to say a certain dialogue line when you get to a certain point in a quest.
What's next? Flanders cooler. I gave it to Barney. You remember that cooler I gave you for your birthday? Well, Flanders wants it back. Now what will I use for a toilet? Let's roll. Almost done. Now I need Flanders' stupid picture of his stupid family. Okay, last one. Where did I leave Rod's stupid inhaler? Duh, on top of the dump truck. Now to return this stuff before the cops find me sitting around talking to myself. I love to sit.
When I recorded this clip, the game needed some optimizing, and I've done a little bit of optimizing since, so the game turns into a bit of a slideshow here, but I've already fixed most of the problems, and the performance is a lot better now.